weeks and weeks. It's been forever. So I thought I would pick up my camera today and just film a few days of my life. It's Monday today, so we're gonna start off a nice productive week, and the last couple days have been really kind of stormy and rainy and gray with like a little bit of sun here and there, but today it is like blue skies, lots of sun. It's gonna be really nice and hot, so I'm looking forward to the day. It's like 9:30. I just spent an hour reading in bed and I'm starting to feel hungry, and we have no groceries in this house, so that's gonna be one of my big tasks for the day today, is to fill this house up with food. But in the meantime, I need something to eat. So I figured I'm gonna go for a little walk to Broadflower. I wanna get some sourdough, and then I'll get something to eat for breakfast while I'm there as well. I also feel like it's a good opportunity to get in a few extra steps today. I haven't been wearing my Apple Watch. I just keep forgetting to put it on, but I wanna wear it this week and just start tracking my workouts and my steps again. And so yeah, I feel like it's a good opportunity to get some steps in this morning. So let's head over to the bakery and get this day moving. I'm back. I wore this hat because I felt like my hair was looking crazy, but I don't know if the hat helped. I had my breakfast. I had a little time in the sun. I got my loaf of bread. I'm gonna make chili for lunches this week, and like nothing goes better with chili than a slice of freshly baked bread with butter on it. So got this for that. I feel like I have so much new stuff to share with you guys because I haven't been vlogging for so long, but I got a new phone. I upgraded to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So far so good. I chose it mostly for the video camera for YouTube. I have some clips put into this vlog already filming with this camera, and they look so good. So I'm quite happy with it so far. However, I was just trying to pair it with my Apple Watch because I haven't worn this since I've gotten my new phone, and it's not working. So I have a feeling my Apple Watch is maybe too old to pair with my new phone. This is, I think, literally the original Apple Watch. Will's dad gave it to Will years ago, and then I like took it because Will wasn't using it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit and fidget with this for a minute. I'm also gonna make myself some tea and have some water. I was gonna grab a coffee when I was at Broadflower, but I decided not to. I've been kind of going back and forth between tea and coffee. One of my clients this year was from Thailand, and she asked me if I like Thai tea. And when Will and I were in Thailand, I really loved the Thai green tea. It's really different. I'll show it to you. It's super green, like it looks artificially green. And I remember when we were there, I was thinking like, is this even green tea? Like, do they even understand what I'm asking for? Because it looks so fake. But then she gave me this big bag of loose tea, and as soon as I made it for the first time, it turned like bright green, and I was like, oh my god, this is the exact same thing. So I've been drinking green tea for the last couple of weeks. I think I might make it iced today because it's very warm out. Okay, it's too dark here to see the color. Let me go show you in the light. It just like instantly turns the most incredible shade of green. Can you see? Maybe I put too much tea in there. It looks so dark. Oh my god, okay, I can't show you, but it's like the richest, like darkest green. It's amazing. Okay, now you can see the color like way better. Isn't it amazing? I'm obsessed. I haven't had it iced yet. Okay, that's definitely just lukewarm. Also, I look like I'm in heaven. Let me fix this. Okay, I'm gonna drink this and read my book for a little bit while I do that. And then we're gonna open a package together that I'm excited about. Okay, I read another chapter of my book and I actually did get my Apple Watch to pair, which is exciting, but I decided before I start opening fun packages, I need to get some stuff done that I need to do today. Usually on Mondays, I go to spin around 5 o'clock, but I have a trial tonight at 4, and I know I'm not gonna wanna work out after I do that. So I'm gonna go for a run instead, and I'm gonna do that right now. It's been a couple months since I've been running, so I feel like it's gonna be tough, especially considering that it's like 25 degrees outside right now, but it's only gonna be like 30 minutes and then it'll just be done and I won't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. So I'm just gonna throw on some sunscreen. I'm not gonna bring my phone to take clips because I don't wanna carry it. It's so big now since I got the Pro Max. It's so much bigger, I won't be able to run with it. So I'll see you guys when I get back. Woo, okay. I made it. Oh my God. I was trying to, oh, look at me. I literally just got back. I was trying to sync my music from my phone to my watch before I left and it was taking too long and it wasn't working. So I decided to just go without music, which honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself because old me, if I didn't have music and like didn't want to carry my phone with me on my run, would have just not gone. I would have just taken the L and been like, it's too hard. It's too hard to do it without music and it's too hard to like carry my giant phone, so I just won't go. But I've built up this habit of like, yeah, working out every day, and I just went and it honestly wasn't even that bad. Obviously running with music is preferred. Just to have that little extra like push when you need it is so helpful for me. Will does all his runs without music because he wants it to be harder. He's a psycho. But I did it, and I remembered the last time that I went for a run. I always do the same route, which is like around Trinity Bellwoods. The last time I went was April 23rd, and today is June, is it the 23rd? 24th. So April to May, May to June. So it's literally been 2 months since I went, and I remember the last time I went, I didn't stop the whole time. And so that was my goal today, was not to stop. So I did the same route today. It was 4K. I didn't stop even though I didn't have my music. And I did it in 29 minutes and 22 seconds. Last time I did it in 29 minutes and 2 seconds, but I only did 3.75K. So I went a little bit longer today and it only added like 20 seconds. And I felt really good. My breathing didn't get really like labored. My heartbeat didn't spike. Like I felt really good. Now I have so much sweat and sunscreen dripping into my eyes. Okay, it's 12:47. The two main things that I need to get done with the rest of my day now are to go to the grocery store. I need to go to Costco and to No Frills, which is like a good 2-hour trip. And then I need to go and do my trial, which is at 4. And that's like prime traffic time, so I need to leave a little bit early to get there. So let's say if I leave at 1:30, 1:30 to 2:30, 2:30 to 3:30. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do them. I won't be able to make it to Costco today. I'm just gonna go to No Frills and I'll go to Costco tomorrow. Because yeah, I need to go to work. All right, so I'm gonna cool off, jump in the shower. I think I'll do my makeup so that's all ready to go and I won't have to worry about that. And then we'll head to No Frills and do my weekly shop. I already did all my menu planning this morning, so I know everything that I need to get. It's 1:45. I did my makeup and got ready for my appointment later. And I decided before I went to get groceries, I would make myself some lunch. I'm literally gonna have the saddest, most pitiful little lunch. Will and I made tacos the other night, so there's leftover lettuce from that. And I had one single Gardein chicken breast in the freezer and throw it in this lettuce. Bought some pumpkin seeds, so I'm gonna put these in here. We literally are so desperately in need of groceries, you guys. This is all I have. And I've got this Caesar plant-based salad dressing to go on top. So I'm gonna eat this as quick as I can and then head out to rectify this issue and finally get some groceries in here. Okay, I made it. I made it to the grocery store. I'm feeling so good about it. Look how beautiful it is outside. Look at these clouds. I feel like I'm like in a cartoon. It's so nice. Yes, I made it to the store. It's like 2:15. I'm gonna have the perfect amount of time to get all my groceries before I need to drop them off at home and then head out to work. So let's go do that. I feel like today's been a little bit rushy and like a little bit stressful, all because of this like looming trial at the end of the day. So I'm really looking forward to just getting that over with. But yeah, okay, let's go get groceries. As soon as I got in there, I realized I forgot my list, which is just the most frustrating thing ever. Yeah, it was definitely a little bit all over the place today. I guess I still am. It's still today. But I got everything that I could remember that I needed, and I have to go to Costco tomorrow anyway, so if I forgot anything major, I can stop and grab it tomorrow. But I'm gonna head home now and drop everything off and then get over to my trial. Good morning, you guys. I woke up early today before my alarm at like 7:15, and I tried to just stay in bed and do some reading, which I did get a good amount of reading done, but my phone just started blowing up as soon as it hit like 9 a.m. And yeah, so it's 10 now. I've just been like going back and forth with a bunch of people on my phone for the last hour for work stuff, but I'm starting to feel hungry. Hilariously enough, even though I got all my groceries yesterday, I did not get peanut butter because I wanted to get peanut butter at Costco. And I've been eating peanut butter on toast every morning for breakfast, so I feel like I can't even like think of anything else to make. I'm gonna have some of this bread that I got at Broad Flour yesterday and just maybe put some butter on it. Oh my gosh, yesterday was just the most perfect summer day. It was sunny and 25 degrees, but there was no humidity. It was so nice, and I'm so glad I spent so much time outside yesterday. We're back into the June gloom today. It's cloudy and gray out there. After I got home from work last night, I made some dinner. What did I make? I made like lentil curry, and then Will and I watched, oh no, then we played cards on the balcony. When we were in Mexico City, we were playing a ton of Crazy Eights, and we set up like a scoring system, and we were keeping score the whole time we were down there. And we were playing cards like every single day. And then as soon as we got home, we like forgot all about it. So we sat on the balcony and played cards for a little while last night, and that was my Monday. So welcome to Tuesday. I have a good list of things to get done today. So I'm gonna start with some breakfast and potentially a coffee if we have any. We're getting low on pods. I have some ordered, but we're still waiting for them to come in. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a little coffee, eat my breakfast, and then we'll get going on the computer. Is respond to some client emails, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the morning doing some editing. Okay, so I just confirmed a booking for July. In order for people to complete their bookings, they need to send me a signed contract and a security deposit. I actually call it a retainer fee because from what I've read on the internet, deposits are typically considered to be refundable, but if you label it as a retainer fee, then it's understood that that won't be returned if the client cancels the booking on their end. And sometimes people forget to sign the contract and send the deposit. And I used to get like really anxious about that and like follow up with them like 3 days later. But what I've learned over the last couple of years is that people just need a little bit of time to get organized. So I usually wait at least a week, maybe 2 weeks before I would follow up with someone. Of course, if someone else wanted to book the same time as them, I would then follow up with them right away to make sure that they can still get their spot. But yeah, so this was just a contract that I sent out 10 days ago, and she finally got it back to me. So many little things that used to get me like so anxious and stressed out that I've had to just learn are a part of my business. So now I need to record that she paid her retainer fee, and then I need to go into my calendar and actually book off the time. So in the notes on my calendar, I'll add in things like their address, any notes that they gave me, anything that I need to remember. Okay, I'm gonna move on and do some editing, and I'll catch up with you guys when we're making lunch, probably. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. It is 12 o'clock. I finished editing a YouTube video and it's just exporting now, which you can probably hear my computer fan. Sounds like it's trying to take off and fly away. I got dressed out of my pajamas. I changed into my workout clothes because I want to go work out in a little bit, but on Tuesdays I do my meal prepping for the week. So I like to try and meal prep lunches so that I have like healthy, quick lunches throughout the week. So the two things that I'm going to meal prep today are a vegan chili and a pasta salad. I have a recipe for the chili. It's the same one I always use. It's really good. It's full of beans, and then it has this like baked crumbled tofu that you mix in at the end, and it gives it like a really amazing texture. And then I'm just gonna whip together a pasta salad. I think I saw someone making one in a vlog that I was watching on YouTube, and it just looked so good and fresh and easy. So I figured I would try and do that as well. So I'm gonna work on that for the next hour, and I'll show you how everything's looking when it's done. So it's been about 40 minutes since I last saw you. My chili is cooking away. I actually was missing a few ingredients for this, which I didn't realize. I thought I had diced tomatoes in my cupboard, so I didn't get any when I went grocery shopping yesterday, but it turned out I didn't have any. So I had half a can of crushed tomatoes, a can of tomato sauce, and then an actual like raw tomato, like a tomato fruit. So I just threw all of that in there and then added a little bit of extra water, and hopefully that cooks up just fine. I imagine it will be pretty much the same thing. I also realized that I don't have any tofu because I was planning to get that from Costco, which I'm gonna do later this afternoon. So I won't be able to add like the yummy baked tofu crumble in there, but that's fine as well. And then I just finished up this little pasta salad that I really just threw in a bunch of like random stuff that I had in my fridge. Underneath all of here is some like rotini pasta that I cooked up, and then I added some red onion, some dill, some cucumber, tomato, chickpeas for a little bit of extra protein, and then I had this random bocconcini in my fridge, so I threw that in there as well with some cucumber. Did I say cucumber? So I'm just gonna make up a little dressing for it. I was thinking of doing something kind of balsamic-y, but now with the dill in there, I feel like maybe I want to do something more lemony. So I'll just, I guess, start with some olive oil. This is a really big salad, so I'm gonna make like a pretty good amount of dressing. I don't know, I'm torn. Should I do lemony or balsamic-y? The balsamic would go so good with the bocconcini and like the tomato. Maybe I'll just stick with my original plan. Oh, and I was gonna put arugula in there too, but there's not enough space in here. I guess when I put it all into Tupperware, I will also add in some arugula. So I've got the olive oil, now I'm gonna add some balsamic vinegar. It probably needs to be sweetened a little bit. So I'll add in some maple syrup. Oh, that Costco maple syrup is the best. So good. All right, a bunch of salt and pepper. And then I usually add a little bit of mustard just to help it, what's it called, like emulsify, stick together. So I have this grainy mustard. I'll just throw a little bit of that in there too. Delicious. Okay, I'm gonna pour that over top of everything. And then I need to mix. We used to have multiple salad tosser type instruments, but I don't think they made it in the move. So I have this thing and this spoon, I guess, that I'm using to make the chili. I hate tossing salad. I hate making a mess, and I feel like it's impossible to do without everything spilling over the sides because I'm impatient. See? It's so good. It might need a little more salt. I think my ratio of salt to sweet is a little bit off, so I'll probably add a little salt. Actually, let me do that while I'm stirring. And I was gonna have the chili for lunch, but it still needs to cook for 45 minutes. And I feel like if I just eat this pasta salad, I can continue on with my day. So I'm gonna have the pasta salad. I'll just throw some of this arugula in the bowl here. Ooh, you know what would have been so good in here is some crushed up garlic. That would have been amazing, but that's okay. Maybe next time. So I'm gonna eat my little pasta salad for lunch. And then we will move on with our day. I made it to Costco. The parking lot is pretty busy, which I'm not excited about. I mostly came here for protein powder. The protein powder at Costco is like next level, such a good deal. But I'm gonna pick up another couple of other things as well. And yeah, hopefully I can just get in and out. I'm trying to get to the gym as soon as possible because I don't want to be there during prime time when it's crazy busy and like the after work hours. It's 2 o'clock, so if I can get to the gym by like 3:30, I'll avoid a lot of the busyness. So let's go get this done. That was actually so fast. Can you see me? I should have parked the other direction. You can't see anything. So here's my little Costco haul. I turned the exposure way up. Hopefully you guys can see. So I got what I came for. A giant bag of protein, 2 boxes of tofu, cashews, and some peanut butter. And then the last thing I got was this Liquid IV, which is like an electrolytes powder that you can pour into water. And they had this rocket popsicle flavor. Are you for real? Yum. Now that I'm old, if I consume like any alcohol, I get so hungover, and those Hydrolite packets literally saved my life. If you drink one of those the day that you are drinking and then the next morning when you're feeling hungover, they help you feel so much better. Before Hydrolite came to Canada, I would just use Pedialyte, which is for like little kids who get diarrhea or something, but it's literally, I think, the exact same thing. Hydrolite is just like marketed specifically for dehydration from travel, from drinking, and for like sports. And so the Hydrolite brand came to Canada not that long ago, but I've only ever seen the lemon flavor at Costco. Those are the ones we have, and we're almost out of them. So when I saw those rainbow popsicle flavored ones, I was like, yeah, I need to get those. Also, this hoodie was way overkill. I thought it was gonna be freezing with air conditioning in there, but I don't even think they had the AC turned on. Okay, that was literally so fast. It's 2:18. I crushed that. So let's go home and go work out. I'm doing an upper body workout today. gorgeous out. I loved my walk on Monday to Broad Flowers so much that last night I decided I wanted to go for another walk today. First thing in the morning when I woke up. I eventually need to go for a morning walk without having to buy something, or it's going to become an expensive hobby. But for now, I got myself a little breakfast and a delicious iced Americano from Wallace Espresso. I haven't been keeping up with my steps. One of my New Year's resolutions was to have a step goal, and it's hard. So I want to be getting in more steps, and I want to spend more time outside in the summer. So this is like the perfect thing to do, is just wake up in the morning and go for a walk. I did bring my book with me, because normally I would spend a little bit of time reading when I first wake up in the morning. So we're gonna do it all. I made it back home. It's 10:30. What a lovely way to start my day. I definitely want to incorporate more morning walks, especially when it's so beautiful out. That's definitely going to help me bridge the gap when it comes to my steps. So I'm just going to start my work day here. I have an email or two that I need to send, and then I need to do a few things to take care of this apartment. It's a mess in here. And I want to switch over my clothes from my winter wardrobe to my summer wardrobe, considering it's June 26th. So we're going to do that together as well. But let me first just send a couple quick emails. That took me way longer than I thought it was going to. It's 11:30 now, and I booked in for a 12 o'clock spin class. It's just an express class, which is good because I'm feeling quite sore from my workouts that I've already done this week. So hopefully it's not too intense. But yeah, I feel like the story of this week so far is that there just isn't enough time in a day. And I'm having trouble allocating my time, or like budgeting my time, which is not usually an issue for me. But I haven't been able to get everything done every day that I've been wanting to do it, which is kind of annoying. Everything just keeps getting pushed. So like, because I didn't make it to Costco on Monday, I had to go yesterday, and that took a big chunk out of my day yesterday, which means I didn't get a chance to fold all the laundry and put it away, which I had wanted to do. So I was gonna do that today, and then now my emails took me a lot longer than I thought they were going to take me, and I didn't get a chance to switch over my summer wardrobe. So it's just like everything just keeps getting pushed, but we're going to get it all done. It just is going to apparently take a little bit longer than I thought. So let's go to spin, get my quick workout in, and then we can come home and hopefully just get a bunch of stuff done. All right, we're in the office. I got my workout done, and I'm gonna spend the next few hours just cleaning and doing things that I've been needing to do for ages. The first thing that I wanna do is switch over all of my clothes from summer to winter. Summer to winter, did I say? Winter to summer. So we brought up all these summer clothes from the storage room on the weekend, and I wanna go through them and figure out if there's anything in here that I want to give away. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with all my winter clothes. I'm gonna go through everything and see if there's things that I want to get rid of. And then all of the winter clothes that I want to keep, I'm going to move into the bin, and we're gonna just switch everything out. I have things like these white Dynamite pants that I bought so long ago, and the idea of them is so cute, but they've literally just never fit me. So I need to just get rid of things so that I can buy new stuff and know what I need. I think what I'll do is just go through here first and make a pile of giveaway and then a pile of stuff that I'm keeping. That'll empty out the bin and then I can start putting the winter clothes away. This cute little set from Abercrombie for when we went to Italy for Sabrina's wedding. It has this cute little top, but they only had the top in a large, which was too big for me even at the time. And now it's gonna be, I feel like, even bigger and not fit. But it's in a set and I wanna keep the skirt. Ideally, I would go and get it tailored, but will I actually do that? Maybe I'll make a pile for things to get tailored. And if I do it, then I do it. And if I don't, I can put it in a giveaway bag when winter comes around. How about that? This one is like my favorite summer dress. It has been for like so long. I think I bought this from H&M when I was living in Vancouver, which means I've had this for like 15 years or something. And the last few summers, it's just been so tight on my arm that I haven't been wearing it. I ended up buying this on Depop in an attempt to have something similar that fit me a little bit better, and I never ended up reaching for this. I don't know, just something about it. I never go for it. Should I keep it? And then also, should I keep this one because I'm losing weight. Like it fits through here a lot nicer than it did, but it's still so tight on my arms. I think I have to keep it for at least one more summer. This one I will get rid of. I just don't think it's for me. This is another dress that I bought from Abercrombie for Sabrina's wedding and Italy, which I ended up kind of regretting because when I got it there, I realized it's so white, which is not the best for someone else's wedding events. But when I tried it on, I felt like it was so flattering in the Abercrombie fitting room. And then every time I put it on now at home, it just feels a little bulky. So I like it with the shoulders down, but you can also wear it with them up, just a little more girly. I know it looks dumb with my shirt underneath, but I think I'll keep it. It's really comfy and it's good for like semi-formal summer events. Winter clothes, filled the bin. This is all the stuff I'm gonna give away. I actually got rid of a bunch of stuff, which is nice. And then here's all the summer clothes that need to be put away. I still have to go through all the dresser drawers and add stuff to this bin, but I don't think there'll be much in there, so should be fine. The way that I like to organize this makes sense to me. I'll explain it to you, but I feel like it won't make sense to you. I put sweaters at the front because often I just grab one when I'm heading out the door, so I like them easily accessible right at the front here. Then we go by sleeve length, so like tank tops and spaghetti straps, and then t-shirts, and then long sleeve. And then in the back of the rack, I put everything that I wear to work. So it's ingrained in me from working at Charlotte Tilbury to wear like full black outfits to work. It's also honestly the best because I get covered in makeup and it just would ruin anything besides all black outfits. And also I try to dress up a little bit and look nice, especially when I'm doing people's makeup for their weddings, because oftentimes I'm in their photos, so I just want to look nice and professional. A lot of those more like dressy business casual type clothes, they don't really like fit into my regular wardrobe, so I just put them all at the back here, and then it's easy to just grab from there when I'm getting ready for work. So I'm just gonna reorganize all of this because I feel like we've kind of lost our way a little bit here, and then I'm gonna start hanging up the summer clothes. There we go. I definitely have way more winter clothes than I do summer clothes. There's so much extra space back here and like a million extra hangers. I'm gonna move some of them to Will's closet just because I feel like he needs a few in there, but otherwise I've got some shopping to do to fill these all up. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel really good to have that all done and taken care of. I'm gonna pack up all this stuff for giveaway, and then we're gonna move on to getting stuff done in the rest of the house because it needs some attention too. So things are piling up in here, just like piles of stuff literally everywhere. So I need to deal with that really quickly, and I also need to clean the bathroom desperately. I was putting it off because our bathtub was broken. We're having issues with it, so there was like no point cleaning in there, but now the bathtub is fixed and I still haven't cleaned the bathroom, so I need to do that as well. I think I'm just gonna start by putting in some laundry and then folding the clean laundry and putting that away, and then we'll just start tackling other areas.
Started out hopeless, start touching roll, now I'm over focused. Now my flow the coldest, I mean that shit and I ain't just trolling. Pocket full of green, ain't got enough, I ain't got enough. Need that baby money till my niggas lifting bottles up. I'm like, welcome to the good life. I came from top ramen where it's banging if it's cooked right. Adding hot dogs and sardines, looking back it was all green. And I'm finna seize the day, I'm feeling like Cardean. This new whip, I got a rocket, I'm looking like Hakeem. Elijah want me, I wonder what y'all seen. Me, myself, and I, self-efficient, I'm too extreme. Took the road, less travel, them lights, it's all green. Hold up. Yeah. 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 Even good things. Yeah. Yeah. Love, even good things. I don't think I'm better, I'm just hurt that homie switched on me. That I'm younger than been calling me the big homie. In the land of snakes, I'm like Moses with this stick on me. I'm the chosen one, motherfucker, don't forget, homie. Look, dropping these songs weekly. Money coming in, ain't from the streets to this clean squeaky. Working after hours hella hard so you can't reach me. 50 songs in, now this getting hella easy. And I put that on me, feel like yellow bees.
Okay, let's open this. This is the package that I wanted to open with you guys on Monday. And I wanted to open it and actually use what's inside, but we don't have time for that. And my hair is no longer in the proper state, which you'll understand in a second. Oh no, this is gonna be too small. Okay, so I really want one of these wavers. It's like a hair tool to make mermaid waves. I'm sure you guys know. So I was looking at one that Alana Ramo was recommending, but the company didn't ship to Canada. She was saying the thing that made hers so great was that it had really big barrels, and these ones are not big. So with the bigger barrels, you would get a looser wave, which is more of the look that I'm going for. This one's so cute and pink. So when I couldn't get the one that she had recommended because they wouldn't ship to Canada, I put in like the same dimensions. I think it was a 1.25 inch barrel on Amazon, and this one came up. So I bought this one, but it doesn't say how big the barrels are. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I might have another look on there and just see if they have the size that I want. And if they do, then I'll return this one and buy a bigger one. And if they don't, then maybe I'll keep this one and see if I can get it to work for me. I get so nervous returning things on Amazon because I feel like they just throw everything in the garbage. So even if I return this completely unused and brand new, I get scared that they're just gonna throw it in the trash because I've heard that they do that. Like that's what companies do because it's not worth it for them to try and sort through the returns or to like sell things that are used by mistake. And I just don't want to contribute to that waste. Like I would rather, if they're just gonna toss it, I would rather keep it and try to make it work than like return it, you know? Okay, what else do we have here? We bought like 200 new Nespresso pods, so we'll just put those all away for us. But when you buy a lot of stuff with Nespresso, they often give you little gifties. So they sent us these, oh, they're so cute, like little popsicle molds. But also, I feel like it's just so wasteful. I should have clicked that we didn't want these because are we ever actually gonna make popsicles? I thought it would be cute, like if Nora was coming over, I could like make some little popsicles with her. I don't know. So like, isn't it so, like it's stunning. It's stunning. But I don't know if we needed that. And we got 2 of them. But one thing that they did send that I'm excited about is a couple of syrups. So when I make iced coffee / like sometimes on the weekend when I make lattes, I put a little bit of like sweetener into them. I have the Torani, is that how you say it? Like the one that Starbucks has and that's like on Amazon and everything, the Torani vanilla. But they sent these ones. Le Sirop de Monine, so French vanilla flavored. Oh my god, that smells so good. It smells like whenever I used to go to Second Cup, which is a coffee shop that's mostly out west. They have a couple of them here, but they're not very popular here. Every time I would go there, I would get an Italian soda with vanilla syrup. And this smells exactly like how that tasted. Maybe I can make some of my own Italian sodas at home. That would be fun. And then caramel flavored. Oh, smells so good. Oh my god, this one smells so sweet. I feel like I'll save this more for like the winter time. It just smells really like rich and like wintertime vibes. Okay, with just that little bit of cleaning, it's feeling much better in here already. I'm gonna do a quick once over of the kitchen. I know the dishwasher needs to be emptied, so I'm gonna empty that and then refill it with the dirty dishes. And then we're gonna tackle the bathroom. Once I get that bathroom done, I'm gonna feel so accomplished. I've been meaning to do it for so long. Oh my god, okay, we're gonna clean the bathroom, then I'm gonna finally shower and get ready for something so exciting this evening. Oh my god. Okay, let's get this done. Yes.
Satisfying you while I keep bleeding. I don't know why you act like you innocent. You wanna take a piece of my heart again. I can't even, 'cause I just don't know. Something in your eyes, the way you stare at me.
The house is far from spotless, but it's feeling so much better now. I'm so happy. Lots of time the house falls behind because I don't want to clean. I don't like cleaning. I'm not one of those people that enjoys it. I feel like this time it's because I just haven't had the time, or I guess I haven't been prioritizing it. So it's just feeling so good because I feel like I'm caught up on everything that I should have had done this week so far. So I'm feeling good. It's just after 4 and I'm gonna put on literally the tiniest bit of makeup, just like some concealer and some stuff under my brows. I just did a little bit of moisturizer, this Skin Fix Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. It's got one of those cool applicators where you like push it down and it comes up. It's like a sanitary way of having cream in a container like this. I really like it. I bought this because I felt like my perioral dermatitis was coming back around my mouth and I did not want to go on antibiotics. So before it could really get out of control, I bought this cream, and then I also stopped using the toothpaste I was using. One of the potential causes of perioral dermatitis is fluoride in toothpaste, as well as products with SLS in them. So I switched back to a natural toothpaste, which I'm loving. I love natural toothpaste because it doesn't burn my mouth, it doesn't make my mouth hurt, and yeah, it doesn't give me dermatitis. So ever since I made those 2 switches, it has cleared up, which I'm so grateful for. The rest of my skin, however, like acne on my forehead, I could not even tell you the last time I had that. That's crazy. Yeah, I've got acne like all on my jaw, my chin, my forehead. It's not happy. So let's just cover that up, shall we? I'm going out into the world to do something so exciting. One of my best friends in the whole world just had her first baby. It's the first boy in our friend group, and he was born about a week and a half ago, and me and Will are gonna go and meet him for the first time today. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet him, but I'm also really excited to see Sabrina and talk to her about her whole experience and just how everything went. And I normally wouldn't even bother putting any makeup on, but I feel like I'm gonna take some pictures with the baby, so I wanna at least look alive. So a little bit of concealer, a little bit of powder just to prevent that from creasing, and then a little gel through my brows, and that's it. We're gonna bring some pizza over there with us and have pizza with them for dinner. So I'm going to go and potentially order that so it's ready to pick up when we head out, and then I think I'll just read for a little bit before it's time to go. Good morning. I am walking to meet Courtney for lunch. We got to meet the baby last night. It was so special. He was so small, cute, and it was just the best. Anyways, I feel like it's very windy and getting raining outside, so I'll see you maybe after lunch. Just finished lunch. It was so good. Had a nice little chat with Courtney, lots of fun. And I'm heading now to do something that I literally have been meaning to do for like 2 years, which is changing my name. I got married in October 2021. No, 2022, October 2022. And I've been meaning to change my name ever since then, and the day has finally come. It's apparently very easy, but I've just been putting it off because I don't want to have to like wait in line and like do the process, but it's probably gonna take me like no time at all. So I'm looking forward to just getting it done at this point because I've been, yeah, just putting it off forever. I did it, finally. I had to wait in line for a while, but it was honestly very painless, which I knew it would be, but I don't know why. I just put it off. So I guess I'm just gonna head home. I have to do my leg workout at some point today, but I just don't really feel like doing it. So maybe I'll take a little rest when I get home and then head to the gym. Hi. I haven't talked to you guys very much today. I feel like I was just running around all over the place and giving you little updates, but I finished my workout. It was actually really hard. I fell asleep when I was reading before I went, and so I was like already really tired when I got there. And my period is supposed to come in a couple of days, and I feel like that just drained me of all energy. So it was hard, but I did it, and I just took like a little bit of extra time on my rests, which was very beneficial, very helpful. I'm making a little Buddha bowl for dinner. It has a bunch of different little elements, so I'm just gonna start cooking them all. I literally just screwed up. I was supposed to put veggie stock in with the quinoa. That's okay. I've got these cubes, bouillon cubes. I'll just throw half of that in there. I officially changed my name, which is kind of crazy. I was thinking about like why I didn't want to do it, and I realized it's not necessarily like the having to go to stand in line and like wait, because that's kind of annoying, but it's kind of whatever, just like a part of life. But it's more so the like inconveniences that will now come up, because literally every single account, like my bank account, my phone bill, my hydro bill, like everything is under my old name. So I just foresee future issues where I need to show ID for something and my name's not going to match, and I'm not going to have my marriage certificate with me. And like, it's just, yeah, those are like more the types of inconveniences that I'm worried about, or like why I was putting it off. But it's done and it's worth it, obviously. I really do not feel like cooking dinner, but I really want a home-cooked dinner. So if I want a home-cooked dinner, then I have to make it. So I'm just gonna really like slowly but surely put this little Buddha bowl together, and I'll show you all the little pieces and tell you what everything is once it's all assembled. Here we are. Does this not look so delicious? I'm so excited to eat this. So in my Buddha bowl, I have some white beans marinated with like salt and lemon. There's some parsley in there, olive oil. I quick pickled some veggies, radishes, carrots, and red onion. Under here is the quinoa. I added in some kimchi, and then I just fried up some kale and tomatoes with like garlic powder and salt and lemon. Will's has a little bit of hummus. I don't like hummus in mine because I don't like the way it mixes with quinoa. And then I have this green goddess dressing from when I made this meal a couple of weeks ago. It was left over, so I'm just gonna pour this right on top of everything. Yum. And then this is just a little bit of vegan parm, which is basically cashews, nutritional yeast, and salt. So just add a little bit of that too. And that's our dinner. I'm so excited. Does that not look so good? We're gonna eat this, and we're gonna put on an episode of Presumed Innocent, which is like a murder mystery show on Apple TV Plus with Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's so, like, I really like it. I feel like I'm liking it more than Will. They don't give you any information, so it just makes you want to watch the next episode. Like, tell me what is happening. Who is the killer? I need to know. So we're gonna put that on while we eat. And that's gonna be my Thursday. Hi guys, good morning. Happy Friday. I just woke up. Normally on Fridays, I try to not do anything. Well, I don't try to. It's like built into my schedule that Fridays are for relaxing, for reading, for YouTube, for seeing my friends, or for doing anything that I choose to do. But I didn't really get any work done yesterday. I was too busy with everything else that was going on, so I do have a little bit of work to do today. So as a compromise, I'm going to take myself to a coffee shop to get some work done this morning, and then hopefully this afternoon it warms up a little bit. It's really nice and sunny outside, but I think it's only like 17, so hopefully it warms up a little bit more, and then maybe we can go to the park later this afternoon and lay in the sun and read my book. That would be amazing. Just trying to get outside this summer and like enjoy being outdoors, because the weather has just been amazing. So yeah, let's head to the coffee shop and do some work. I just did like 3 hours of work. I actually was there for a lot longer than I was expecting to be. I was just like in the zone. So I got a ton done. It's so cloudy. Not really a good day for sitting in the park, unfortunately. So I'm gonna head home and have some lunch. And probably do some reading on my couch. I'm almost finished my book. I'm gonna have a little book review for you guys. I also just saw that Drake and Camila Cabello just put out a new song today, and I feel like it is gonna be the summer song. So I'm gonna listen to that now. It's giving me Hotline Bling vibes. I finished my book. This was Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. It was the second book in a duology, actually. So right before I read this one, I read the first book, which was Dance of Thieves, I believe. I've been feeling a little annoyed with the fantasy genre lately because I feel like a lot of the books that are coming out are just like a money grab, and authors are writing these series that are so long, like these massive books in these really big series that are unnecessary. You guys know I love a really long book. I love a really long series, but I love it when those are intentional. A lot of the fantasy series that I've been reading over the last year or two, it just feels like a lot of wasted words, a lot of wasted time. And I don't know, I just was getting a bit annoyed with it. So I wanted to read a series, first of all, that wasn't so long and that was complete. And I don't think I've ever actually read a duology before. But yeah, Dance of Thieves I really loved. I gave it 4 stars. I just loved the characters. I really felt like I would like go to battle for every single character in the book. We have an enemies to lovers storyline, and I found the first book just really exciting, and it was one of those where I was thinking about it when I wasn't reading it and like wanting to get back to my book, and I read it pretty quickly. I was so excited to pick up the second one. I didn't want to wait to be able to get it from the library, so I actually purchased it on my Kobo. It was the first book that I've actually purchased on my e-reader rather than just like taking them out from the library. This one I'm only gonna give 3 stars. I found it not as exciting as the first one. I found myself getting bored during certain parts, thinking about maybe even giving it 2 stars, but I still really love the characters. And so my emotional investment in them is giving it an extra star. So if you're like me and you want to read a completed series, maybe try out a duology in the fantasy genre, check out Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. Last week I had a book come up in my holds from the library, so I did download that. So the next book that I'm going to read is The Maid by Nita Prose. So many people have recommended this to me. I think it's like a mystery thriller, and I haven't read a book like that in forever. So that's what I'm gonna start next. It's like 1:40 now, so I think I'm gonna take a little YouTube break, watch a little bit of YouTube. And at 4, Will and I have our weekly detox hot yoga class, which I'm so looking forward to. I always just feel so good afterwards. And that's pretty much gonna be my Friday. I also need to wash my brushes and prep my kit for work tomorrow, but besides that, it's just gonna be a pretty chill rest of the day. I think I'm probably gonna end this vlog here. I know it's very long. I kind of intentionally made a bit of a longer video this week because it's been a while since I've uploaded just like a chill week in my life vlog. So I figured, yeah, I would just make it nice and long for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any thoughts, any questions, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.